Jackets will try to end the first half on a successful note. Zane Smith to throw it in, gets it in. Bryant, he's way back in his own end of the court, gonna have to hurry. Down to 3, down to 2, lost it. Callaway picks it up at the buzzer, he got it. Oh, yeah. Bryant lost the ball. Callaway ran it down about 25 feet out, grabbed it, took a step, launched it at the buzzer, and the Yellow Jackets have a 14-point lead at halftime. At intermission, it's Howard Payne 46 and UT Tyler 32. And Jacket basketball on the Ox continues in 1 minute.
All right, you've got 10.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, back in the Coliseum, an excellent first half of basketball by Howard Payne as they lead UT Tyler by a score of 46-32 at halftime. That's a little bit shocking. It's UT Tyler team, and the fight for not only a playoff spot, but that upper echelon area in the East with a 3-2 record. And Howard Payne really struggling and on a 4-game losing streak and coming off an awful game Tuesday and just playing lights out here in the first half. So it's kind of hard to figure this game, isn't it, Josh Brock?
Well, they're playing good right now, Dallas. Their shots are falling, and I think that more than anything is I think they're playing tremendous defense right now. They're doing a good job on Tyler.
All right, let's talk about your game. And boy, I just thought it was terrific. And we can start with the defense. Obviously, it was very good defense, but we expect that out of your team. But the execution offensively, especially in the transition game, I just thought was terrific today.
Well, it's one of those situations, Dallas, where we always feel like you're going to always achieve what you emphasize. And every day at practice, we emphasize push the ball, push the ball, push the ball. And we knew our shots would start falling. I mean, we obviously shot a tremendous percentage today, but I mean, our girls are starting to really understand how fast we want them to play. And when you get out and run, I mean, Dallas, you get a lot of good shots. And so we were really happy with that today.
And I'm not real sure. I don't know. I think you're a good ball club in the half court, but you may be an even more effective ball club running the floor.
Well, I think we are. I think we're, if you look at this team versus last year's team, I think we're faster. We got a lot of kids, especially up front, that we can really get up and down the court with. So, and every girl buys into it. It's fun, and it's fun to play. It's fun to get up and down and, to be able to score quick baskets. So I think the girls are really enjoying it.
Mills County State Bank sponsoring our halftime show. 101-56, the margin of victory for the Howard Payne women in the earlier ball game. Talking about the shooting, the three-point shooting may have been as good as I've ever seen. 10 of 13 in the first half. Excellent 13 of 22 for the game, but that first half was unconscious.
Dallas, this is my, assistant head coach, whatever you want to call it, my 12th year of coaching. I've never coached a team that shot that well from the three-point line. I was just overly impressed with, but the biggest thing is I think, we had 20 assists with those two. That I really felt like our girls did a good job of setting each other up for good shots. It wasn't like they were, they were open shots. The girls just knocked them down, but they were where we told them to be, and we knew we'd be open in those spots, and the girls executed the play, whether it was in transition or half court, and they were able to knock the shots down. So we were proud of them for that.
Well, I think one of the impressive things about your ball club is the depth that you have on this team. We were talking about it in the broadcast, and we said, you're sitting out there at the point, you got Brittany Zamora, you've got Tiffany Warder, you got Jasmine Thomas, and as we saw last year, if you want to, you can put whole forwards out there and play the point. But it's not just at the point. You can go to the 2, the 3, underneath. You just got terrific depth.
Well, I really like a team that's versatile, Dallas. We have a lot of girls, like, just take Tiffany, for example. She can play more than one position. A lot of our girls are in that same boat where they can play more than one position. So, Coach Hatfield does a tremendous job of getting our girls in and out and subbing for us. And, it's really nice to know that, okay, I can put this girl here because she can play here, or I can adjust this girl over to here because she can play there. So being very versatile has really helped us this year.
Yeah, and I thought you beat a pretty doggone good athletic ball club that had a 5-1 conference record coming in. Now, I will say that they lost one of their better players to a knee injury, and that didn't help them. And I'm sure they're trying to get some chemistry going, and that probably bothered them this afternoon. But there's not a lot of people going to do to this team what you did to them.
Well, and they also lost that kid named Paige Paris early in the game too. I think it's their best player, since the other girl went down, and so that obviously hurt them as well. But our girls really just bought in to what we were doing defensively and offensively, and just executed to a T. And I'll tell you, Dallas, I'm really, really proud of them. They did a tremendous job today.
We were commenting on the air about Hope Hortz. I remember last year we were saying about Hope on the air. We said, this is one of the few players you'll ever see who doesn't have to score a point and be the most valuable player on the floor. And sure enough, she was rebounding and passing and setting players up, and just, you could tell she was just the catalyst out there for everything that was going on. And sure enough, you looked at the scorebook at halftime, and she hadn't scratched.
Yeah, well, I think the same thing. I mean, as a coach, I'm so tremendously proud of my 2 seniors that I have on this year's team. Elaine and Hope. I mean, they've done a tremendous job of leading these girls. They both have been through the wars, and the girls listen to them. I mean, how can you not with the things that they've been able to do in their careers? So, you're right. I mean, you look at the maturity of a girl like Hope, who didn't do a whole lot stat-wise today, but at the end of the day, the team follows your leaders, and look what the leaders did today. So, but like I said, up and down the book, Dallas, I mean, I just thought we had tremendous performance from everybody today.
Well, it was a very good outing, and Howard Payne is known for its defense, and it's kind of extraordinary when you open the paper or whatever and you see they put 101 points up on the board. But anyway, it was a good, impressive win, and it's just hard to pick out players, but I'm always excited when kids that don't get to play a whole lot come in. But boy, what an afternoon for Kayla Scott.
Yeah, well, man, she can shoot. We've known that in practice, though. I mean, she'll go, against the main 5 or the second 5 or whatever, and she'll get out there and light them up, and we're just like, we got to figure out how to get this girl in the lineup because she's out there just lighting things up. So, I mean, we've known that she can shoot, and we're just, but it speaks to our depth, too, how deep we are, that a girl like that who's a very, very good player, is still struggling to try to crack the lineup right now. So, at the same time, I mean, she did a great job, but I think it's a testament to the entire team, of our depth and stuff. So.
Well, it was great to see everybody that suited up, not only in the game, but they all got in the scorebook, and so that was nice. There were some that just off the bench that, just had some terrific numbers. Courtney Bolding had a 4-for-4 ball game, hit both of her free throws, 10 rebounds, and 10 points and a couple of rebounds. That was nice to see.
No, there's no doubt. And I'll tell you, Dallas, in practice, if you're asking me which girl has the best post moves, Courtney may be right up there with them. But that's just, once again, she's still trying to crack the lineup too, and we bring her off the bench in 7 minutes, she gets 10 points.
Tiffany Warner, a 2-for-3 ball game today, perfect at the free throw line, not only today but on the season. Nice 8-point game for her, and boy, look at the line for Katie Sarah. 4 of 6, including 3 of 4 long range, perfect on 4 attempts at the line, 15 points. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. This is another one of those girls that can afford you some leadership. I think people remember year before last. She's a freshman out there starting on the national championship team. So, you're not shocked to see her get a line like that.
No.
She is a quality player.
There's no doubt, Dallas. I mean, when you talk about a catalyst, I mean, she's one of those girls that's a catalyst as well. I mean, she's probably end-to-end the fastest girl we have. You know, and she more than anybody really gets our break going because she can get up and down the court, and we can get either open three for her or a layup. But I think where she makes her biggest impact, though, Dallas, is I really feel this is on defense. She really gets us started out there. I mean, I wouldn't want to play against her entire game. I know that much.
Well, let's talk real quick about the future. Obviously, you're off this weekend. I'm sure y'all will enjoy that. But next week we get in the stretch run routine of Thursday evening and Saturday afternoons. And you got a road trip to Seguin and Kerrville. And, you know, Shriner is struggling. They're not a very good ball club this year. But I'm telling you, that Texas Lutheran team down in Seguin, boy, they're double tough.
Yeah, I think that one's coming up later on. I think we got Concordia, Mary Hardin Baylor first.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, I think so.
How would I know?
It's all right. Hey, Dallas, trust me, the days are running together. Wow. But both Texas Lutheran and Shriner, you know, TLU especially. I mean, TLU beat Mississippi College and Louisiana at home.
At home.
Yeah, and you know.
All right. Well, let's talk about whoever the heck we're playing. Okay.
Okay. All right. Concordia. You know, Concordia is a good team. I mean, they lost a really good player last year, but you know they've been playing well. And then of course Mary Hardin Baylor is always there. They're always a really good team, and so we're going to have to be. I mean, it's going to be tough. I mean, because teams are going to be gearing up, especially after they see this win, and we're going to get everybody's best shot. So we're going to have 3 really good days of practice next week to get going. You know, we're giving our girls 3 days off here just so we can get ready for that stretch run. So I think we will be ready.
Anyway, we're playing next week, and we're going to be on the road, and then we get to come home for a couple of weeks and have 4 straight home games. That'll be fun.
Yeah, and in that stretch we have Hardin Simmons and McMurray, and so we definitely need our fans out for those games, and we know they were great today, and you know I know they'll be out again, and you know, like I said, I told our girls we're taking 1 week at a time. You know, next 2 games are the most important games, and we'll go from there.
You know, and Concordia is one of those, you know, some people just have trouble at different places in different gyms. For some reason, Concordia's in a new place now. We used to have a dickens of a time in their old place. But, you know, we played real well in there last year, and ever since Mary Hardin Baylor went into their new place, we've played well in that facility. So I don't know if you're a believer in that, but I think some teams just play better in some houses.
I got to be honest with you, Dallas. I never was until this year. The entire season, we kept losing the tip, okay? And then we get Louisiana College, and we win the tip, and we lost the game.
There you go.
I haven't been a believer, but it's starting to change my mind about that. But, you know, our girls, they played great at Mary Hardin Baylor last year. We played well at Concordia, you know, and I feel that I really do feel we'll do the same thing. They're playing with a ton of confidence right now, so we're definitely looking forward moving forward from here.
Well, you know, John said during the broadcast, he said, I think that California trip was very, very good for this ball club. And he said especially that win over California Lutheran, because he said you've got a ball club out there that is playing with so much confidence. They found out in Louisiana and Mississippi that they could lose. They didn't like losing, and they've kind of turned the page and turned it up a notch. And he said, boy, that is a confident team.
Yeah, I think that's the great, and Coach Nichols put it great, is we're playing with tremendous confidence right now. And Dallas, that's what we want. We want them to play with confidence, and we're proud of that.
Well, all right. Anything else about this one that you want to mention?
No, once again, I mean, I want to tell this, you know, our fans and everybody just how proud I am of the team. I mean, every single girl from top to bottom I felt played a tremendous game today. So just really excited about it, like I said, as we move forward.
And we came in with a 1-game lead over McMurray, and certainly you'll have at least one, if not more than a 1-game lead.
Yep.
After this, and again, we kick it into that January gear, and this is the time of the year where if you're going to win and win big, you got to kick it into that other gear.
There's no question about that, Dallas. You're right.
All right. Thanks, Coach, and work on that schedule, will you, and give me a copy.
I will, Dallas. Thank you.
That's Josh Brock, head man of the Lady Jackets, as the Lady Jackets win their 11th of the year. 16th rated in the nation, and they looked more like the #1 team in the nation today. A pounding of UT Tyler. The Lady Patriots getting torched 101-56 this afternoon. Well, we continue with the Mills County State Bank halftime show, and I'm not sure I've gotten the numbers on the first half of the men's game. And There it is. Yeah, thanks. Halftime, 46-32, Howard Payne. Here are the numbers. Jackets shooting 45.5%, 41.5% for UT Tyler. We're 6 of 12 long range. They're 3 of 9. We're 10 of 13 from the line. They're 9 of 12. And 17 rebounds for us, 19 for them. But that's not too bad. They've been playing a lot bigger than we have, so that's not disappointing. 46-32 is the halftime score. Quentin Callaway getting his first start of the year. Boy, has he had a terrific first half. 5 of 10, 2 of 4 long range, 2 of 3 from the line. 14 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Double digits for Brandon Irwin on 4 of 7 shooting. He's got 10 points in this ball game. So an excellent first half for them. Excellent first half defensively for this Howard Payne team. They have played beautifully. And let's see if they can keep it up for another half as Howard Payne leads 46-32 over UT Tyler. And that's it for the Mills County State Bank halftime show. Back with the second half after this 1-minute timeout. Back in the...
Sorry.
That's okay. Back in the Coliseum as we get set to go. Howard Payne with the ball in to start the second half. Quentin Callaway off the right side. Howard Payne bucket right. Underneath they go to Booble, and or it's not Booble, it's Canyon Payne, I'm sorry. He scoops under the bucket, jumps up, and gets grabbed big time by Josh Twine. Quentin Callaway, Keith Perry, John Bryant, Brandon Irwin, Canyon Payne. Same 5 who started the game, start this half. And I lied to you, Ronald Wright is going to start this half. And he's in there in place of Keith Perry, I guess, isn't he? Ball forced down low. This is going to be stolen away by UT Tyler. Hakeem Kareem came up with the steal. Howard Payne by 14. They get it down low and miss a shot. As banging into Canyon Payne was Josh Twine. Didn't get the bucket, though. Here's Payne the other way. He moves inside and travels with the ball. Second half brought to you by Bruner Motors. We're in the Coliseum in Brownwood on a frigid night here in Central Texas. Nice to have you along on the Ox KYOX FM 94.3 in this area and also worldwide on the internet. I'm Dallas Houston. John Nichols, one of the true basketball experts. Well, maybe not in the state of Texas, but in my neighborhood, he's absolutely one of the experts. There's Callaway jumping, or not Callaway, it's Callaway jumping and falling into Neil Welch, who was trying to pull the trigger on a shot. And Quentin Callaway gets his first foul of the ball game. Welch at the line with 2. Jackets by 14. I think 15 has been our biggest lead in this ball game. Big 3-pointer by Callaway gave us the 14-point lead at the half. Here's Welch, and Welch's free throw is good.
You know, Quentin better be glad he's at home fouling a 3-point shooter, because I suspect Coach Drummond might be tempted to let him walk home if he were on the road.
Welch misses a second. That'll make Callaway feel better. And now his third attempt. Got it. Jackets 46, Patriots 34 a minute into the second half. Howard Payne trying to break a 4-game losing streak.
Need a real solid start to this half.
Irwin off the right side to Ronald Wright at the head of the key. Has the ball taken away from him. Kareem the other way, leans and charges into Wright. That's an offensive foul. That's a good job by Ronald Wright. He lost control of the ball, had his pocket pick, went down, played great defense. Kareem's second foul. Full court pressure. It's light pressure. Howard Payne handles it with no problem. Callaway into the front court, down to our right. Between the circles, kick it off to Brandon Irwin on the right side. He's going to drive over to right. Now baseline, Callaway spinning in on the baseline. Great dish, Bryant, lay in good.
Good pass, Quentin Callaway, and John Bryant did a good job flashing to the basket.
48-34. Jackets back to a 14-point lead. Welch another three, misses. They get the rebound, put it back up and in with a foul. That's got to be Josh Twine. Howard Payne foul is going to be called on Booble. That's 2 on him. 48-36, and the free throw is coming. Bruner Motors sponsoring our second half. Don't forget the Comanche Appliance postgame show coming up after this with the women's postgame, followed by the men's postgame. Twine finishes off the three-point play. The other way, Bryant on the run, gets fouled. Jackets a good job getting down the court in a hurry, John.
Yeah, putting the pressure on
McMurrian with the foul, yeah. McMurrian with a foul. John Bryant will head to the free throw line. Had a nice first half.
You know, John Bryant had 3 offensive rebounds the first half. You're either lucky or you're really hustling when that happens.
Well, you know what it was with him.
Yeah.
Bryant's free throw good. Hunting double figures now. It's 49-37. Howard Payne by a dozen. Just underway second half, Coliseum in Brownwood. Student body not back on campus. That's why it's not as noisy as it normally is. They'll be here when we get back. 50-37. Jackets by 13. Lob it down low. Twine to the hole. Past Booble. He scores. 50-39. Jackets by 11. On the road next week, next Thursday, next Saturday. I was corrected at halftime, John. I've been saying we're going to Shriner and Texas Lutheran. There's Booble. Turn around, a beauty. Nets it from 10. Good spin move. 52-39. UT Tyler tries to answer the drive. Oh, they threw it away on the inside. McMurrian tried to get it to Twine on the baseline, and it went off him, skidded out of bounds. I was corrected. We're going to be playing Concordia and Mary Hardin Baylor next week. Why didn't you tell me that?
I didn't know the difference, Thomas. I assumed you were always right. You tell me you are.
Booble down low to right in the post area. A little fall away up short. Grabbing the rebound is Twine, who's been very active here in the second half. Bounce it down low. Here's McMurrian underneath. They didn't cut him off. Baseline is his. Up and he scores, and it's 52-41. 17-10 on the clock. Irwin down low. Booble going to work, spinning to his left. Hook up, no good. Drew the foul, though. That's what he wanted to do. Good job by Booble. And let's see who's going to get the foul here. I think that's going to be on Twine, wasn't it? Doesn't matter. Second on Twine. And I think he's the one who got the foul. Booble at the line. And he'll have 2 shots 3 minutes into the second half. Free throw up and no good. Another one coming. Keith Perry into the ball game here in the second half as Ronald Wright goes out. I like the substitutions in this ball game too. I think we stayed fresh and
yeah.
Good combinations out there on the floor.
Yeah.
Booble hits this one. That's 5 for him.
Everybody has contributed.
Yeah, you know, and I was going to say every combination that Troy and Matt have put out there has been very effective and worked together very well. Here's a long 3. Neil Welch can shoot. We know that. That's drained, and it's 53-44. This is the first time UT Tyler has been within 10 of us in a long, long time. Keith Perry, in traffic and trouble, gets it off to Callaway. Penetrating. Top of the key. Dribble still alive. Back it up to Perry. Leans to the inside, takes off. Now cut off free throw line. They back off. He leans. Shot no good. Tip by Perry. No good. Battle for the rebound. I think they're going to get Booble here. Yep. Have you noticed that these officials are using the opposite hands to signal who the foul was on? Most of them go left hand for the first number, right hand for the second. These are going just the opposite.
That's what I guess was confusing a little bit. I believe you're right on that, yeah.
Michael, or at least one or two of are. Wright goes inside, tries to lob it. Ball tipped away by Booble, and it's heading out of bounds. Perry tries to save it and stepped on the line. That'll give them the ball in a 9-point game, 16-16 on the clock. Howard Payne 53, UT Tyler 44. Deep to the outside they go. And here's Michael Johnson into the corner, long jumper up. McMarion drains it. Now it's a 6-point game at 53-47. If we win this game, John, like most games, you're going to have to weather a storm or two. And here's the first.
The clouds are threatening at the moment.
Yeah. Perry off the right wing, right free throw line extended. Booble up top, and he walked with it. Inside of 16 minutes to go in the half. This is a very sensitive area for this Howard Payne team right here. UT Tyler making a run. They're within 6. McMarion, left free throw line extended. Welch can burn you from 3. He's cut off by Callaway. Up top to Kareem. Back over to Welch, launching it, getting it. Welch hits the long one. He's in double figures, and we're in a 3-point game, 53-50, and Howard Payne calls a timeout. As UT Tyler makes a run, and Troy Drummond, I think, calls a very wise timeout here.
Yeah, this is a team that hadn't had a lot of success, so it's not a real confident team, and so it's going to have to depend on some toughness here, some mental toughness to come back and weather this run.
All right, 53-50 the score. Jackets led by 14 at the half, and in less than 5 minutes, UT Tyler has made it a 3-point ball game. But hey, this is a good team. They're 7-3 on the year.
There's a lot of talent on that roster. They're playing real deep. I think sometimes maybe they don't play with the as fluidly as a team that plays fewer people, but of course they've always got fresh people though at the other side of the coin.
Second half brought to you by Bruner Motors. Thanks to all of our sponsors here on the Ox: Comanche National Bank, Comanche Community Health Center, Bostix Auto and Truck Sales, Slotsky's Farm Bureau. Just a few of the sponsors. 53 Howard Payne, 50 UT Tyler. And UT Tyler, or Howard Payne, will have the basketball in. Callaway, Booble, Perry, Bryant, and Irwin on the floor for Troy Drummond as we come out of the timeout. Callaway to throw it in. He needs some help. Finally, Bryant out to help him. He lost the dribble, gets it back, gets it to Callaway. Sets up the offense. Bryant, right side, working his way in. Ball tip knocked away. Perry able to retrieve it, though, back to the outside. Give it up to Irwin in the corner. Irwin starts in, cut off. Callaway up top. Free throw line, explodes, drives to the hole, puts it up, hit the side of the glass. Rebound, UT Tyler. They get the long outlet, 2-on-1, and the finish is by Kareem. And we've got a 2-point ball game at the 15-minute mark of the half. 53-52. This is about a 10-point run here, isn't it, for UT Tyler?
Yeah, their defensive intensity has picked up a whole bunch.
Booble trying to back his way in. Ball knocked away. Perry picks it up. We were up 53-42. Now it's a 1-point game. Ball knocked away from Callaway. Just picked his pocket. McMarion drives and puts it up, and he blew the jam. They are able to pick it up, though. On the outside, they kick it out to Welch. His long 3, no good. They get another rebound. McMarion to Welch. Try it again. Misses again. Fight for the rebound. They're going to get this one also. Save out of bounds. Get it to Kareem. 30 seconds on the shot clock, and they say, hey, settle down and slow down. 53-52. Howard Payne's lead in jeopardy inside. Kareem, and Kareem up, scores from inside, and all of a sudden they've got the lead. 54-53, UT Tyler, first time they've led since very early on in this game. 8-7, I think, their last lead. Inside, Booble turns, a little shot up and no good, and a whistle and a foul timeout. 13:47 to go in the game. UT Tyler has recaptured the lead. They're on a 12-point run. 54-53 the score, and Jacket basketball back on the Ox in 1 minute.
We've got 10.
Thank you.
Mhm.
John, I get the impression, listening to the Howard Payne timeout, that Troy Drummond thinks this problem area we're in right now is just because of a lack of effort. Boy, he was really challenging his kids. 2 free throws here for Booble as he'll try to recapture the lead for Howard Payne. And the first one is way off target.
Well, I will
like
say,
something you'd shoot.
yeah, it does. I will say this: UT Tyler has come back and they have turned their defensive intensity up several notches.
Second shot is swirling home. And we have a tie game as Valadares goes in for Booble. 54 all, 13:47 to play. I have some women's scores. Now, the reason we're just now getting the women's scores is all of their games started at 5:30 instead of ours at 3 o'clock. They're going to miss a football game tonight at those other places.
Now, we've gone to a zone this trip.
Portia dropping it down low. And it's Kareem with the ball. They'll work it around the horn again. Portia firing a deep one. It's off target. Bryant with a rebound. Goes deep to Irwin. He'll drive and score. Somebody left the back door open, and Irwin gets the easy lay-in. Our lead is 2. They're firing away long range, and this one goes over the glass as it hits the iron. That's a shot by Michael Johnson. Hit the iron, flew over the top of the glass, and that's out of bounds, and that's our ball. Brandon Irwin now with 12 points in the game. We're up 2. Down low we go, and it's Bryant. He'll turn on the baseline, put it up, shot blocked, and it goes out of bounds, and I think it went off on Bryant, if I'm not mistaken. And with 13 minutes to play in the half, they get the ball. We have some in-progress women's scores we'll pass along to you in a moment. Howard Payne has gone zone. They're in a 2-3 zone right now. Michael Johnson, cross court. Kevin Murray with the ball. Just came in on the last break. Down on the baseline, Lewis Harris. This is kind of their second 5 out there right now, except for Kareem. They got 5 on the shot clock, and Johnson firing away a long one. It's no good, but Kareem gets the rebound, turns and ties the game up. We did a great job defensively, but couldn't get the rebound, even at 56. 12:15 to go. Irwin, a 3. No. Rebound going to be yanked down by them, and they lost it out of bounds. Howard Payne's ball. Here's some women's scores and their halftime scores. Mississippi College 44, Concordia 27. UT Dallas leads Texas Lutheran 35-21. And Mary Hardin Baylor at the half over Louisiana College 21-15. Jackets with the ball, a 56 all game. Bryant inside Valadares. He posts up, spin to the left, shot up, bounces back of the iron. It's off. Perry fighting for the rebound. He's tied this ball up on great effort by Keith Perry. UT Tyler will get the ball in. 12 minutes to play. Rebounding right now, 25-18 in favor of them. They've out-rebounded us by 3 here in the second half. Bruner Motors sponsoring our second half. Comanche Appliance post-game show coming up after this one. We'll recap the women's game and the men's game with interviews.
Back in a man defensively now.
Here's Kareem. Starting in, handoff Johnson, go baseline to Harris. He'll fire and put up an air ball. Valadares ended up with the ball. We're on the run down to our right. Valadares travels though. Zane Smith to Valadares, and his call for traveling as he started to move. 11.5 to play. 56 all is the score. Up 14 at the half. We're down 14 in the second half. At the point, it's Portia, 6-foot sophomore. He'll drive all the way to the baseline, float it up and miss it. Perry to Zane on the rebound. Smith, Perry, open 3, right, misses. Rebound battled for. Over the back, they're going to get Valadares on a foul. Second on him. Neither team in a shooting situation. That's going to be the 5th foul on us, 5 against them as well. And again, they just continue to rotate players in and out here. Nice to have you along wherever you might be listening from this evening, worldwide on the internet, and of course here in this area on the Ox 94.3. Dallas Houston with John Nichols. Back on the air next week, Thursday and Saturday games. Thursday evening, Saturday afternoon. We'll be in Austin and Belton. Hope you'll join us. Here's a runner, free throw line up, and it rattles home. That's Neil Welch. Normally sits on the outside. Good penetration move by him, and UT Tyler with a 2-point lead at 58-56. Leaning, looking inside for Howard Payne, Ross Whitted, who just re-entered the ball game. Had some good quality minutes in the first half. To Valadares off the right side, puts it up, glass iron, that's it. We're still down 2, and they get the rebound. DeJohn John is bringing it out. Fire left, Harris travels as he starts up court. Jackets get it midway second half, 10:19 on the clock. Zane Smith, Ross Whitted, Ronald Wright, Keith Perry, Henry Valadares on the floor for Howard Payne. Zane left of the circle. Valadares needs help. Backs it up. Dribble left hand. Hand off Whitted to the free throw line. Good fake. Jump shoots. Misses though. Rebound yanked down by Kevin Murray. UT Tyler on the run. They drive into the front court now, back it up from the head of the key. Murray takes off. It's going to be a charge. Back to Murray at the head of the key. He took off and just plowed down. Who was it, Ronald Wright?
Ronald Wright again, yeah.
Second foul on Murray. That's the second time Wright has drawn a charge.
I think Ronald Wright just really enjoys that contact, don't you?
I do. 9:47 to go. We have a timeout. 58-56. UT Tyler with the lead. And we're back on the Ox in 1 minute.
You've got 10.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Perry to throw it in for Howard Payne. We're shooting 40%. They're shooting 46.5. Each of us have hit 6 3-pointers. 14 free throws for us, 12 for them. We're starting to get pounded on the glass, though. They're up 9 now. Here's Ronald Wright penetrating off the right side. He gets popped pretty good in there by Michael Johnson. Wright will go to the line with a couple of shots here. Hunting his first point of the ball game. Kareem with 16 is high for them. Quentin Callaway with 14, high for us. He had those 14 at halftime. Wright misses the free throw. We're down by 2. .9:35 to play in the ball game. Got this one, Ronald Wright in the scorebook. And he's going to come out of the ball game as Brandon Irwin goes in. So it's going to be Kenyon Payne, Brandon Irwin, Keith Perry, Zane Smith, and Ross Whitted on the floor for Howard Payne. Yet another combination that's been on the floor for Troy Drummond tonight. He's had many of them. Michael Johnson out between the circles. Here's a hand. Oh, Welch shooting a long one way off target, and Perry runs it down out in the far corner. Get it ahead down to our right. Zane Smith takes off, drives, floats it. Can't get it to go, though. And the rebound going to be yanked down by Johnson. Johnson, Welch left side. Back it up, make it a 5-on-5 game to John. Far side, Johnson guns it, misses it, rebound. Whitted gets it out deep. Howard Payne down 1 inside of 9 minutes to play. Between the circles, Zane rifling it left side. Brandon Irwin spins his way in. Drop it back to Keith Perry. Perry, post up. Here's Payne driving, losing the ball, and traveling his call. He actually made his move to the inside, lost control of the ball, reached out, grabbed it back, and then dribbled. They called double dribble on him. Back into the ball game is Hakeem Kareem and a host of friends. You know, John pointed out, and I think you're right, John. You know, I've seen this kid kind of limping. I don't think he's limping. I think one leg is shorter than the other.
Maybe
he plays pretty doggone good if that's the situation. He's got it down low on the baseline. Great spin move inside. Reverse lay-in, no good. Follow shot won't go down. They get it again. Hook up, no good. Now there's a foul. They're at least going to get Josh Twine to the free throw line. They've called the foul on Zane Smith. Twine to the line with 2 with 8:26 on the clock.
Twine to the line. That has
Twine to the line to try to tickle the twine. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it?
Yeah, and he didn't. Good.
And he didn't. He missed it poorly. Second shot coming. It's up. It's in. 3-point ball game on the Twine free throw. 6 of his 8 have come in the second half. Up, there's a steal. Midcourt steal by UT Tyler. A turnover, Howard Payne. They try to drop it inside, and Zane Smith is waiting for it. He'll come out. Back-to-back turnovers for the two teams. Perry left side, going to fight his way into the paint. Get it to win it in the air. Throws it up with the left hand off the glass and in. That's a terrific pass by Keith Perry. Good shot, even at 59. 7:50 in the clock running. Here's Johnson or McMarion over to Welch. Hits the 3. Boy, you got to get a hand in his face.
There's money in the bank, isn't he?
Neil Welch drops in a 3 to make it a 3-point ball game at 62-59. 7.5 to go. Zane fights his way in on the baseline. Backs it up with it. Farther out, Keith Perry. Goes to Zane behind the screen. Launches the 3. Won't go. High is Twine for the rebound. Boy, did he sky. Welch down the left side. Brandon Irwin out to get on him. Now they'll fight it in on the baseline and get it to McMarion. He'll jump in the air and get hit. And a foul called, and this is going to be on Canyon Payne, number 4. Drew the contact and went flying, but the officials say he didn't get there in time. Booba will go in to get him out with 7:13 to play in the game. UT Tyler 62, Howard Payne 59 in the non-conference meeting very early on between these two teams. Free throw, by the way, no good. We lost 65-58. Second free throw for Dexter McMarion coming. Hunting his 11th point of the ball game. In the air and no good. Missed both of them up. Here's Kareem, rebounds, draws the defense, flips it to Twine. Easy lay-in. The lead 5 at 64-59 for the Patriots. Howard Payne with a timeout. It'll be a short one. And again, I think this is a good timeout by Troy Drummond. Here are the standings, and by the way, the 7:30 ball games tonight in the rest of the league will be McMurray at Laterno, Hardin Simmons at East Texas Baptist, Texas Lutheran at Texas Dallas, Shriner at Ozarks, Concordia at Mississippi College, and Mary Hardin Baylor at Louisiana College. Our second half being brought to you by Bruner Motors. Oh, I guess I have time. Let me mention the standings coming into this ball game. In the West, McMurray on top at 5-1. Mary Hardin Baylor 4-2, and everybody else is under 500. In the East, Mississippi College 6-0, Texas Dallas at 5-1. Then Ozarks and East Texas Baptist and Laterno 4-2. Texas Tyler and Louisiana College at 3-3. They don't have anybody under 500, John, in conference play.
Tilted to the east.
Yeah, I think so. Irwin with the ball, baseline, can't get a shot away, goes to Booble, down low Perry, posting up in the paint, draws the defense, kicks it out to Irwin. to the three-point line, shoots and misses, gets his own rebound, tries to get it underneath. It's kicked and out of bounds, and I think they say it's off Howard Payne. I don't know if it was Whitted or Irwin it went off of, but anyway, ball belongs to UT Tyler.
Tell you what, Brandon Irwin's been a marked man. They have really defended him today.
Well below his scoring average, 64-59, they lead. Here's Kareem left to the circle. Michael Johnson penetrating in, throws it up. It's bouncing. It's no good. Oh, they got an offensive bound. McMurrian able to grab it and throw it in off the glass. 66-59. They're starting to pull away, folks. Keith Perry, Zane Smith right of the circle, and he has the ball knocked away from him. There's a steal by McMurrian. He drives, and Zane Smith up to foul him. That'll be his second foul. 2 free throws are coming with 6:07 to go in the basketball game. Scoring in the ball game for Howard Payne Cal.